tips to keep you on track for your goals this year. We're going to run through these together. I'm going to try my best not to babble on. These are not the tips that you hear as common. So it's not, drink more water, more exercise, eat more vegetables, those sorts of things. These are more accountability tips, and we're going to talk through them, and I'll briefly explain each one. They will probably overlap a little bit because this all weaves together. These are all interconnected things. So, tip number 1, have a bigger why. Why do you have these goals? Why are you setting this accomplishment for yourself? What is it that you are looking to achieve? It needs to mean something to you. So it has to be bigger than, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to look great in a bikini. Those are good goals too. Keep those, but also have a bigger why on what you want to accomplish and what you want to do with that. If it means more to you, chances are it'll stay fresh in your brain. It'll be at the front, and it'll be easier to focus and remember what this means to you. For myself, my biggest why is I want to set a good example. I want to be able to come do these awesome workouts with you guys. I want to set a good example for my kids on how to make healthy choices, lead an active lifestyle, move, and feel my best. So I really suggest on having a bigger why. Ask yourself, what does this mean to you? What is it going to do in terms of accomplishing things, improving your quality of life? You accomplishing your goals, is it going to be able to help you help someone else? So rather than just focusing on my small goals, I think about the bigger picture for myself. And so I am not willing to let my kids down. I'm not willing to let you guys down. And I find it's easier to stick track to my goals when I have that really big why. So that is the good one there. First one right off the bat. Hopefully you will enjoy these tips. Number 2, please do your research. There are a lot of great fitness and health, wellness. There's so many terms for it. But there are a lot of things out there that are great resources, great tools that can help you stay on track and aligned to your goals. There are other things out there, and we all know the quick fixes, the fads, kind of the bigger scheme type deals. I'm sure I've fallen into them before. So doing your research, having a basic understanding of exercise sciences, nutritional sciences, and how those two interact and work together, and having an understanding of what it takes for you to get to your goals beyond just doing the workouts will give you enough knowledge to come to the table and be able to say, oh, this makes sense for me. This will be a tool. This will be something that will help me get to where I want to go. Or maybe this doesn't make sense for you. Maybe it's a sales pitch and not so much a resource that's going to actually benefit you. Fitness industry, it's a billion-dollar industry, health and wellness. So there's a lot of things out there that do not work. And there's some that really do, that are very, very helpful. You have to educate yourself to know the difference. So do your research, learn about your body, learn about how things interact and how they relate to your goals. So that is tip number 2. Do your research. Very important. You got to know how your body moves, how your body works. Tip number 3 here. It is a good one. I'm kind of looking off at my notepad here. I don't want to leave anything out. So tip number 3. This is a tough one. Identify your past pitfalls. It's not easy to look back in your history or on the path of your health journey and be able to basically pinpoint your failures. I always suggest focus on the good things, focus on what you've accomplished. So this is a tough one. I don't like to have that level of accountability, and I do feel ashamed of myself. So It can be tough to do, but it is so important to realize where you fell off before, what tripped you up, what didn't work, and what you can do to avoid that happening again. So we're looking not just to shame ourselves, but there's a reason why we're looking. You have to know, where did you slip up in the past? Were your workouts boring? Was there not enough education that you did with yourself on good nutrition, and it just got confusing and overwhelming and you were just hoping something would work? Did your workouts and exercising program work for a while and then it stopped and you got frustrated? Did life get busy? These things happen. They happen to all of us, but we have to know exactly where and why we got off track before, so that way we can make sure that it does not happen again. It will not happen again. It will not happen this year. I won't let you lose yourself for these goals. Okay, so that is tip number 3. Identify those past pitfalls, which leads us right into tip number 4. Be proactive. If you know that you fell off in the past and these A, B, and C led you off track for where you wanted to go, put in strategies now. Write them down. What are you going to do? And it's good to have a lot of strategies because different situations are going to need a different approach. So I will do a separate video because I do have lots of good strategies. So I will share that with you guys in the future. But for now, we're just going to kind of focus on what you can come up with on your own. And you can definitely leave that in the comments below, kind of going to building a community. Let's share those ideas and those tips. Maybe you guys have some really great ones that I don't know about, and I'm sure I have some that would help you. So look at your pitfalls from the last tip and see what are things that you can do to make sure that that doesn't happen again. An example, if life got busy and life took you off track last year, how are you going to prevent that this year? Right? So we've identified the pitfall. Now we need to identify a strategy that when you start recognizing, oh, this is happening again, but you have armed yourself with a plan of action that you can put into place. So have those strategies, address the pitfalls, you get a plan so that you do not let them take you off course again. Like I said, it's not happening this year. We will, no way. So number 5, very important. Number 5, grow from self-love. As a personal trainer and a nutritionist, the clients that I work with that come from a place of self-nurturing, self-respect, and self-love, they go so much farther and have such a pleasurable experience making these changes and growing than the clients that I work with that tend to talk down to themselves and punish themselves. You do not want to demean yourself. You are not going to use exercise and eating well as a way to punish yourself for past mistakes. That's not what is going to keep you on track. You want to feel good in this process, not just physically, but mentally too. So if you find yourself saying negative things to yourself, I didn't work out hard enough, or I have to eat a smaller dinner because I didn't do enough exercise today, or you just say things to yourself, that are kind of these little digs. Oh, I look this way, or oh, I'm that. Stop. Tell yourself, stop. Not out loud. Don't scream it in the middle of the store. That would be weird. But just inside your head, stop. And then set the habit of talking to yourself with a positive mindset, with self-respect. So, oh gosh, I look so gross today. Stop. I love the way that I did my makeup, or I feel great after doing that workout. I didn't want to, or wow, I made really healthy choices today. Stop the bad thoughts, stop the mean things that you say to yourself. Tell yourself something nice. Get in the habit of it. It's really weird at first, but it's really important because you are planting a seed. So you're, putting the changes in. We're on the process, and you want to grow from love, and you will get so much farther. It'll be more beautiful of a process, and you want to come out stronger, not, like I said, not just physically, but mentally too. And this can be a challenging thing. If you would not say something to a friend, or if you wouldn't say it to a stranger, there is no reason you should be saying it to yourself. You deserve to look and feel the way that you want. You deserve good, healthy food. You deserve to exercise and move your body and keep yourself fit. This is not about punishing. This is not about, bullying yourself into doing something. You can't accomplish this from a place of negative thoughts and feelings towards yourself. You have to love yourself here. That can be very challenging. And if you find that that is something that you're really, really struggling with, then, don't be ashamed to seek out a little bit of help, counseling or therapy, whatever works for you on how to get into that habit, because your fitness goals are not, you deserve to be nice to yourself. You deserve to love yourself. So if you need a little bit of help with that, I do recommend seek that out. Make it a habit. It'll get easier as it goes, but so that's really, really important, not just on your fitness journey, but in all aspects of life. Come from a place of self-love. So we have tip number 6. Okay, this is good. I like this one. Be flexible and receptive. This overlaps with our other tip of educating yourself. And kind of where do your past pitfalls came in. Like I said, these things all overlap and work together. So be flexible, not just bending over and touching your toes, but that's great too. You want to be able to move, but be flexible, be open to change, be receptive to new information. Going back to educating yourself, if you come across a interesting article or an interesting piece of information, you have to have the education to know if it is sound and new knowledge that you can learn, if it's a sound new practice you can implement into your routine, or maybe it doesn't make sense for you. So you have to have the education, but you also have to be receptive to new information, learning new things. Don't just say like, I've got it figured out, I'm dialed in, that is it, this is the way that it is. Be receptive to learning new things, to trying new things, and be flexible with your routine. So especially if I learned anything last year, it was like plan to not have a plan. So schedules change, life gets busy, things come up. You want to have the flexibility to pivot and adjust. You walk the one path for now, but be open to taking side roads, circling back around. If you like to work out Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., and now all of a sudden something comes up and that's not possible, okay, well, roll with it. Be flexible. Say, okay, well, I will work out Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. or, 2 a.m. That would be crazy. I couldn't do that. I like to sleep in a little bit more than that, but you have to be flexible to making new changes. You also have to be receptive. If something was working and it doesn't work anymore, what are you going to do? You can't just keep hammering away at something that doesn't work. So you have to be willing to try new things, to implement new things whenever certain things come up. Maybe that goes back to having a strategy, being more flexible with your routines. This is all open to you guys. So this is a little bit of homework. You're going to have to really think here. This isn't like, I'm just going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you, advising, suggesting what to do, and then you're going to have to do the work and really nail these things down. So, tip number 7, be flexible, stay receptive. Number 8, I like this one, community support. It's so much harder when you do things on your own. You feel alone. It can, and maybe this goes back to having a strategy. Build a community of people that you don't have to have the same exact goals, but if you have someone that can support you along the way, and yeah, I'm trying to make healthy changes too, then you guys can work together and hopefully get somewhere. If you can kind of link up with someone and you can just support each other through the process, through those uncomfortable changes that you need to make, not just physically, but with your food, with your habits, with your choices. It's always nice to have someone to vent to come to for ideas. I'm willing to be that person. You know, there's a lot of other people watching that. You already have a community here. So if you're kind of like, I don't know who, there's a community here. Comment below. There are other people watching. There are other subscribers, and you guys can talk with each other. I see the comments. I'll chime in. I'll talk to, we can do this together. You are not alone on your journey. So really, let's build that community together. Tip number 9. This is the easy one. Out of all these tips, this is going to require the least amount of work, and it will hopefully have just as much of an impact. Hire me. Hire me as your trainer. Go down below, click subscribe. We will be having some awesome workouts this year, a wide variety of different things for different bodies with different challenges, and we will be doing more of these trainer talks where we kind of, get together and support all of our hard work on our exercise with knowledge and strategies and plans of action on how to just keep ourselves moving forward throughout this year, getting to where we want to go, and hopefully getting farther than we ever have before together. Wait, don't go yet. Monday brain. I'm so sorry. I just wrapped that up and I'm thinking to myself, wow, that doesn't seem right. And you know what? It wasn't. I forgot one tip. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing so hard. I'm so sorry. So out of those 9 tips, I only gave you 8. So I will go ahead and add in our 9th tip now. Focus on your health. I know I said weight loss tips, but that will come. If you focus on your health, I am willing to bet money that your weight loss goals will follow suit. So focus on making your healthy changes. Eat better, move, maybe not more, but move better. Follow those healthy choices one after another, and the physical things that you want to accomplish will probably be right behind them. You could make a lot of really unhealthy choices and lose weight, but you're not going to feel good. It's not going to be sustainable. So instead of focusing on just losing weight, focus on your health, making sure you get enough water, making sure you get enough sleep, moving well, eating well. All of those things will eventually lead to what you want to accomplish anyways. And you'll feel better when you're there. So hopefully it'll be easier to stick to. So that is a tip number officially. Tip number 9, focus on your health. Don't sacrifice your health in the things that you want to accomplish. Get them hand in hand. Look at all of those puzzle pieces. It is not just one thing that's going to get you to where you want to be. Put those puzzle pieces together. Look at the big picture. Focus on improving your health this year. Everything else will fall into place and you will feel better than you ever have before. So, tip number 9, focus on your health. I think I need to go make a tip for myself to take better notes and to pay closer attention. Anyways, you guys, I will again see you very soon with more awesome workouts. We'll have more trainer talks. I will get that strategy video out to you guys soon, and we'll do a separate list of strategies that you can arm yourself with to keep yourself on track. Until then, you guys take care, and I will see you soon. Thank you all again so much.